My name is George Yanase, and I'm humbled to be here as the officiant for today's ceremony. Now, it was a great surprise when Kirsten and Gregg asked me to officiate. I've had good fortune of having known Kirsten for many, many years. One thing I do know very well is her weird sense of humor. So when she asked me to officiate, I said, "What?" I did have to interrogate them very closely, make sure they weren't trying to prank me. But after talking with both of them, I found out they were in fact very serious and sincere. And Kirsten over the years has been so kind to my wife and I and my family. I had no choice. I had to accept. It didn't take any amount of thinking at all. And so here we are. Whenever I've attended weddings in the past, one thought that always comes into my head: how did these two find each other, and what did it take to get them to the altar? For Kirsten and Gregg, it was a desire on Kirsten's part to quit smoking and live a healthier life. So, a random stop in a random vape shop, and all it took was one look for a boy looking at a girl. You all know the story. Two people in a chance meeting leading to the event that we are seeing here today. Is it that simple? Can it be that easy? This is what I think. So it's the little things. It's the small things. Sometimes all it takes is a look and a smile. A glance that lasts for just a little while. It's a word that's said along with a subtle turn of the head that starts the sweetest dance, the rhythm of romance. Holding the hands, so nervous it's hard to stand. A kiss that quickens the heart. Isn't that the way it starts? This is the way of love. The spark is lit deep within. It lights a fire that burns with intensity. So now heat, desire, and longing builds and consumes. All time stands still, and nothing is as important as intimacy that now has you both in its grasp. We call it crazy in love, desperate in love, the forget you even have friends kind of love. I'll die if you're not here with me 24 hours a day kind of love. So many ways to describe the need, the desire for each other. Now, we all know that this kind of passion can't continue unless a different kind of love for one another becomes the only thing, the one true thing. When we think about this love, it is a selfless kind of love, anticipating the other's needs, doing for the other without regard, getting the other a cup of coffee with just the right amount of cream and sugar because you know this, putting out a fresh towel for the bath, knowing which slot machine is the winner, cooking their favorite dish to eat. Okay, let's scratch that because neither of these two know how to cook. Let's say instead find the perfect restaurant to share a dinner with. There's a quiet silence that sometimes doesn't need to be filled with aimless conversation. Yet you can be there to listen to the other's fears, insecurities, hopes, and dreams, because that's what you two are, partners in life. Still, the anticipation of others' need without thinking, without being asked, is something we must all strive for in a relationship. And when you find it, you know it. That spark, that click that binds you together like two pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. In many cases, it hits you like a freight train. It has become the one true thing that says you wish to be with no other. That is the love that develops as your emotional need for each other matures. Kirsten and Gregg, you stand here today in front of your friends and family. You stand here in declaration to all that you have found that true thing. True love is defined as genuine, intelligent, deep, selfless, and extraordinary love. Today you will say to each other that it is true love that will define your relationship from this day forward. And you say this with us all in witness. May we have the rings. place a ring on Kirsten's finger. And repeat after me. I take you, Kirsten, to be my wife.
I take you, Kirsten, to be my wife.
To have you and to hold you in sickness and in health.
To have you and hold you in sickness too.
In hard times as well as the good. To honor and respect you without reservation.
To honor and respect you without reservation.
To be your lover and your best friend.
To be your lover and your best friend.
To be truthful, honest, and faithful to you.
To be truthful and honest and faithful to you.
From this day forward till death do us part.
From this day forward till death do us part.
Kirsten, place a ring on your husband's finger. And repeat after me. I, Kirsten, take you, Gregg, to be my husband.
I, Kirsten, take you, Gregg, to be my husband.
To have you and hold you in sickness and in health.
To have and to hold you through sickness and in health.
In hard times as well as the good.
It's hard.
In the hard times as well as the good.
Hard times and the good.
To honor and respect you without reservation.
To honor and respect you through reservation.
Without reservation. To be your lover and your best friend.
To be your lover and your best friend.
To be truthful, honest, and faithful to you.
To be truthful, honest, and faithful to you.
From this day forward till death do us part.
Till this day forward, till death do us part.
Thanks. Kirsten and Gregg, build your marriage upon these principles and your marriage cannot be shaken. Deny even one, and you may tear down what you have built. You have spoken your vows to each other. Your promise to love and honor each other in this marriage has been heard by us as well. You have our respect and you have our support as friends and family. With the grace of God, what were once two are now one. With your kiss, you will seal your vows. You may kiss the bride. You can clap. Friends and family, it was a great pleasure to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Gregg and Kirsten Humboldt. Congratulations.